This first type of circuit that I wanted to demonstrate for you is called a series circuit. You'll notice that you have your batteries set up here and that we made a complete loop. And the way it goes is, you can imagine charge starting here, flowing through, going to the first bulb, then to the second bulb, and then back to the battery. Now, the reason we call it a series circuit is because each individual element, each individual light bulb or element in the circuit comes after the next one in a chain. So you have to go through each individual element one at a time in order to complete the circuit. If you can imagine, if the path in through this light bulb was broken, or the path through this light bulb was broken, you would no longer have a complete path, and therefore you would not have a functioning circuit any longer. Here's another example of the series circuit, this time using wires instead of the rigid snap circuit connectors like this. So you'll notice you still have a path from the battery through the first wire into the bulb, out of the bulb, through the wire to the second bulb, through the wire, and back to the battery. So this is a series circuit just using different equipment. So here I have a different kind of circuit. You can see that I have the same two batteries connected here. And you can see that it connects to both ends of the battery, but the way it connects to the two bulbs is a little bit different here. So you'll notice that essentially what you have here are two independent paths. If you look, charge could flow from the battery, exit through here into this bulb, and then back to the battery this way. Or charge could flow across this way and go through this bulb and go back to the battery this way. So we have two independent paths. When you have two or more independent paths, we call this type of circuit a parallel circuit. Each one of them works independently of the other. So we notice that it's different. We notice that not only that, but the brightness of the bulbs in this case, compared to the first example, is brighter. So we're going to talk a lot about why that is and how it compares to the first one which we saw, which was a series. And here again is an example of the parallel circuit using wires this time. First thing you'll notice is that there's a lot more wires being used than there were when we did the series example. So from the battery, we're flowing out through this yellow wire, and we're splitting into these two paths here. From there, they go through the bulbs at the same time in parallel. Then they meet back up at this orange wire, and then the orange wire heads back to the battery. So we have two independent loops. In fact, I could unplug one of these, and the light bulb goes out, but the other light bulb still works. With a series circuit, we would not see that happen.